so super excited that you are here. And if you have a small following and you want to turn your rich, valuable knowledge, your expertise, something that you have figured it out, if you want to turn that into a money magnet, you can do that. And tonight I am sharing the 3 things that you need to start making money now, even if you do not have a huge audience. That is the good news. How do I know? How do I know that is true? Because I have a small audience. I only have last week I only had 342 subscribers on YouTube. I have less than 200 followers on Instagram. So I am proof that you do not need a huge following to start making money online. Now, here's the caveat here. If your goal is to be a content creator and monetize a platform, like monetize TikTok or monetize YouTube, don't even consider monetizing Instagram anymore, because Instagram doesn't pay like that anymore from what I understand. But there are platforms that do pay you for having a lot of followers. That's not what this is. I'm talking to boss ladies out there who have a small following or even no audience at all and start making money now. Here's why I would rather you start making money now with a small following. Because if you want to monetize YouTube, for instance, and you want YouTube to start paying you money, and you start making money from a huge following, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. If you don't have that, YouTube not writing any checks for you. Can you get there? Absolutely. But why do we need to start going after all those followers and going after all those subscribers on YouTube when we can just take the time, 5 days actually, that we use in the challenge, make a small sellable offer and a simple system and start making money right now? Because that's what I'm doing. And that's what I want to share with you. 3 things that you need. And I want to get into it because it really does work. I'm proof. There are women inside my Cura Circle, the community that I built to help women of faith start, build, and profit online. There are women out there who started with no channel, no offer, and they have an offer now. And so what I want to do now is really get into what you need to do, the 3 things you need to start making money now, even if you have a small offer, a small audience. But I got to welcome you to the Small Creators Takeover Tour. Welcome back to day 2 of the Small Creators Takeover Tour. And it is a 14-day live stream for women of faith, for women out there who are still working a full-time job, who are trying to grind and make things happen, but it doesn't seem like it's getting off the ground, who have a lot to do and don't want a huge funnel and a sophisticated system. They just want to start with something that they can handle right now. That's what the live stream is for. It's for you if you want a clear focus, if you want an immediate win to create something and start selling it based on your expertise, if you want the confidence to actually sell because selling frightens you, if you want a clear, easy path to follow without any overwhelm, you are in the right place. So welcome to the Small Creators Takeover Tour, day 2. So I want to talk about the 3 things that you need to start making money online, even if you only have a small audience. And I want to start this off with a question. Have you been putting off launching because you don't think you have enough followers, or you don't have an email list, or you don't have anything that you know that you can sell yet? I want to set you free today. This live stream tonight, day 2 of the Small Creators Takeover Tour, I want to talk about what you need to have in place, no matter how many followers you have. Can this work for you if you already have 100,000 followers? Absolutely, because all I'm giving you is a system. And if you already have 100,000 followers, you grinded to get there, and I'm so super excited for you. But I'm telling you, there's an easy way to manage. There's an easier way to handle this creator business that you've been hearing about. And so the three things that I'm going to share with you today is what you need. Literally, you can start making money tomorrow. It's not complicated. And I know a lot of creators out there want to make it seem complicated because they want their offer to seem more valuable. But guess what true value is? True value is you not being overwhelmed. True value is you not needing a sophisticated funnel or system. True value is you being able to solve your problem of being stuck as a creator right away. And so what I'm giving you today is the exact thing that I used to start making money. Even though I have less than 500 followers on YouTube, I have less than 200 followers on Instagram, and I'm not, or shall I ever be, on TikTok. I'm not a TikTok kind of girl. I built what I have, which is a sustainable system to start making money as a full-time creator with the three things that I'm sharing with you tonight. And so I am so super excited for you. So if you were waiting on 10,000 followers to start making money, that day is over. You can stop waiting. All you have to do is have the three things that I'm going to share with you tonight to start making money online as early as tomorrow. Now, we're going to do all this work in real time in my little oil challenge. The challenge is coming up June the 16th. It's a 5-day challenge, 1 hour per day. And we do the things that I'm going to share with you tonight in real time together. Why do it together in the challenge? Because you have the accountability in there, because you have the synergy in there, and you have me guiding you step by step what to do so that at the end of 5 days, you have everything you need. Am I going to give you the three things you need tonight? Yes. Because I want you to have a clear path on what you need and stop worrying. I want to take the burden off of you. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You don't have to be stuck anymore. You don't have to worry anymore because the system is created for you. Let's get into the three things you need. The first thing you need is a clear solution. I don't want you to worry about followers anymore. They will come, I promise you. I guarantee you that they will come. But if you want to start making money online, you got to stop worrying about just putting content out there to get people to follow you. That's not what you need. The first thing you need is a clear solution. So I want you to think about your area of expertise. I want you to think about your skills. I want you to think about your story. I want you to think about what God has given you. Who has God called you to? I want you to think about that. And I want you to stop thinking about it in terms of what I have is not enough because it's not presented perfectly. Perfectionism is a pitfall. We're not doing that. You need a clear solution. Jamila, the boss lady, the budget boss, is in the house, and she has a clear solution. In other words, she understands clearly what her target audience is suffering with, their pain point, their trauma, and she figured out how to get them from where they are to where they want to be. That's why she's called the budget boss. In other words, I'm sure at some point Jamila was thinking, nobody wants to listen to me. Everybody listening to Dave Ramsey because he has the market share, because he has the biggest audience, because he is speaking the loudest, because he has millions of followers. He didn't always have millions of followers. Right? He started somewhere. Why did he start? Because he knew that he had a solution. Same thing with Jamila. Jamila has a solution for her audience. And so your clear solution is the thing that you're going to start with of the three things you need to start making money online. So I want you to start thinking about, what is your clear solution? What do I mean by clear solution? Let's break that down just a bit before we get into the second and third thing that you need. So your audience is not your first goal. Your offer is. Your offer is the first thing you need. And so there are a lot of things that can get in the way. And I want to drive this home tonight. There are a lot of things that get in the way. And so you think about, well, I'm going to make the offer last. First, I need a good computer because my computer is old. Then I need a fancy microphone because I don't have a microphone. And then I need. No, if all you had was your phone, you can literally start making money with just your phone. Forget about the fancy tech. You need a solution. In other words, sometimes, and I'm going to say this to you, and I say this very respectfully, sometimes you can create hindrances yourself and put all the things in your head that you need just to avoid getting started because you really don't think that what you have to offer is valuable. Let me go ahead and dispel that right now. Here's why I can dispel that. Here's why you already have this. Here's why I know that you already have the solution. Here's why. Because what you think in your head is simple because you already know how to do it. What you think in your head is simple because it comes easy for you. It's not necessarily easy for everybody else. And because it's easy for you, you don't think it's valuable. Let me give you an example. How many people in this world do you think are suffering financially who are going through financial trauma and don't have $1,000? I can name quite a few. Right? And so you have managed to save $1,000 on a minimum wage salary. You know how many people don't have $1,000 on a minimum wage salary? Well, you were able to do it because you're disciplined and you use a specific system and you were able to put it in place just so easily. That's not going to be easy for everybody. And your clear solution that comes so easy for you is what people are still suffering from. And so actually, can I just say this respectfully? Actually, you're kind of being a little selfish with your solution because there are people out there that are waiting for it. And all you have to do is present the solution that people are already waiting for. And that's where your money is coming from. That's how you're going to start making money. All right. So the first thing you need is a clear solution. Your audience is not your first goal. Your first goal is to get something in place. Thought I had a piece of hair on my arm. It was still tickling me a little bit. The first thing you need to do is get your offer in place. I want you to think about, what do I know well? What do I know how to do? What solution can I provide? And it needs to be clear. It needs to be clear. All right. Now, the second thing you need to start making money online, even with a small audience, is a digital product. So whatever solution you have in your head, whatever expertise you have that you've been sitting on, you need a digital product. In other words, you're going to take that valuable expertise you have and you're going to present it to your audience as a product. And it needs to be a digital product. Why a digital product, Angela? Because it's the fastest thing to create and start selling right now. And I know you're thinking, I don't know enough. I can't put a digital product together, but you can. All right. And that's exactly what you're going to do in the challenge that's coming up June the 16th through the 20th. As a matter of fact, in that challenge, day 2, actually, you're going to create your product in real time. Well, how am I going to create a product in one day? Because I'm going to give you the template that all you have to do is fill in the blanks. All you have to do is fill in the areas where your expertise will go, and voila, you have a product. Let me show you what that could look like. I'm going to be sharing this particular product all throughout the entire tour to give you an example of just how easy it is. Now, you can make it sophisticated along the way as you grow and scale. Here's what I mean by that. So in the challenge, I'm going to give you a template. It's going to be a template for a workbook, or you can call it a guide. You can call it a guidebook. You can call it whatever you want, but it's a digital product that has your area of expertise in it. It has your solution in it. Here's what that looks like. Let's say, for instance, that you understand clearly how to eat healthy so that your audience doesn't feel lethargic all the time. They don't feel tired all the time. Right? When I was in my late 40s, I knew something had to change because I was in my late 40s, but I woke up feeling like I was in my late 90s. I wasn't eating right, right? But you figured it out. You figured out how to eat healthy, and you figured out how to do it in a way that is something that you actually want to eat. Look, I'm from Louisiana. Food is our lifeline. So the food can't be nasty, right? And so every time I would hear somebody say eat healthy, I would think, I don't want that. Right? Because I didn't think it would taste good. But you, in your area of expertise, have figured out healthy eating meal plan tips. And so inside of the challenge, I'm going to give you a template. And in that template, you're going to be able to just fill in the blanks. It won't be this, but this is an example of what you can find in my Cura Circle inside of the vault, because there are lots of templates and agendas and planners that you can choose from to create your product. Okay. And all you need for your product is a way to present the solution. Yes, it needs to be aesthetically pleasing. It can't be boring, right? It needs to have something that's going to appeal to the eye of your audience, but it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. This simple workbook or guide or healthy eating plan tips, this document is only 4 pages. It doesn't have to be a whole lot as long as it presents the solution. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say this: your audience, they don't want homework. They don't want a thesis. They don't want a 1,000-page book they have to read through. They want you to tell them, this is what you do, this is how you do it, and here is your solution. Okay, so the first thing you need is your clear solution. The second thing you need is a real digital product that you can offer. Why does it need to be a digital product, and why does it need to be real? Because you need proof of the concept, and all you need is one sale. Can I just say that one more time? I know that it seems complicated because everybody's out there giving a lot of noise. They're saying a lot because they want you to give them their money, and I get it. But what I'm telling you right now is that you only need one sale and a testimonial from that person that did the thing that you explained they could do to solve their problem, and you are off to the races. It needs to be a quick, easy win for your audience. We're not creating anything complicated. We're creating one sellable product that you can present as your offer. So you need to make sure that you have a clear solution, which I know you already do. You need to have a real digital product with a proof of concept, just one sale. You don't need 1,000 likes. You don't need 10,000 followers. You need one person who believed in it enough to do the thing and get proof and get results from it, and that will be your proof. Can it be your cousin? Can it be of the person you sat by in 4th grade and you just happen to see them in Walmart? I hate Walmart. Sorry, Walmart. I'm a Target girl myself, and don't come for me with the Target. Don't come for me with the Target. No, please don't put it in the comments. Okay. All right, back on track, Angela. All right, it could be anybody who took your concept and took the steps that you provide and was able to get results from it. So 1,000 followers, that's not what we're going for. We need somebody to show that we have the solution, right? And then once they show that we have the solution, you're off to the races. You're off to the races. Okay, so what do we need? Let's go over it again because it's important. It's important. You need a clear solution, which I know you already have, and you need a real digital product with proof, not 1,000 likes. I promise you the likes will come. Well, Angela, how do you know the likes will come? Because once you have that product, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm going to say this right here because it's important. Once you have that product, You're going to get on your perfect fit platform and you are going to talk about your story, your experiences, and your skill that surrounds that product. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to start getting likes. Why? Because you are speaking the language that your audience has been saying out loud or to their partner or to their coworkers. People are always talking about their problems. Even when you don't want to hear it, they're still going to talk about them. Right? And so basically you are going to chat rooms, you're going to free groups online, and you are seeing what your audience is saying and complaining about. And then you're going to create your messaging on your perfect fit platform. You're going to create your messaging around that. What perfect fit platform? YouTube, podcast, social media, newsletter, blog. Once you have your product, do not get on any of these platforms. I'm telling you right now, get close to the camera. Do not get on any of these platforms until you have your offer ready. A lot of followers is not your first goal. So, and here's the thing. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but if I have a lot of followers, that proves my concept. No, it doesn't. Remember I told you about the lady who had multi-million followers, but then she presented a t-shirt and not even one person bought it? Followers doesn't equal value. Followers doesn't mean that you have value. Followers don't prove that you have value. What proves that you have value? Your clear solution and your product that somebody used and was able to get a result from it. That is what you need. And once you have that, then you're going to go and present on your perfect fit platform. And then as you get people's attention, how are you getting their attention? How am I getting their attention, Angela? Because you're speaking their language. You gotta speak their language. You gotta say the things that they are saying. And you have to have a conversation, a rich, valuable conversation around what they are saying. And then once you do that, then you can say, oh, you know what? Well, let me share with you something that I just released. It's my workbook. It's a 50-page, 45-page workbook. It's only $27. And you will be able to do the thing that you want to do with that workbook. And I promise you, if you communicate that effectively, they are going to get their wallet out and they're going to pay. Why do I know that? Because that's what happened to me. 95% of the people that bought something from me found me on my perfect fit platform. But they didn't find me there just talking about my day. They found me there talking about the things that they were dealing with and how I could provide the solution for that. And so when they saw that we resonated, that when they saw that there was a connection there, maybe they liked the way that I talk, and I do talk fast. Maybe they liked the way I presented. Maybe whatever they like, maybe they said something that they were just going through yesterday. Whatever it is, caused them to start paying me money. And what do I do with that? I don't take it for granted. I serve them. Serve well, get paid well. Serve better, get paid better. Right? And so with the clear solution that you have, and then the real product that you have that has, even if it's one person who gives you proof, the next thing you need, the third thing rather that you need, that you must have, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to have it. And that is a simple system to sell it. So, okay, Angela, you said that I need a clear solution. Got it. I know how to help third graders read who are struggling with reading. I know how to help new teachers manage their classroom because they don't know how to manage their classroom. That's why education is the number one industry where people are leaving in the first 5 years because teachers don't know how to handle their classrooms. Right? I know how to teach people to eat better. I know how to teach people to communicate. I know how to help people grow their hair. Whatever it is that you have as your clear solution, you start there. You got to get it in your head, write it down, brain dump everything you know around that thing. Then you turn that information into your digital product, which we will create in the 5 days of the challenge. And then number 3, you need a system to sell it. You need a system that's going to sell it over and over and over again. It needs to be something very simple. Now, let me tell you, Once you have these three things, and I'm going to tell you what that system looks like in just a bit, but once you have those three things, your clear solution, your digital product, something very simple and sellable. Please do not sell a 1,000-page book. You need to sell something that your audience is going to get an immediate result from. If your audience is not getting a result, then you're not going to be able to push and prove that it works. You need something that's going to give your audience an immediate result. And then you need a simple system to sell it. And once you have those three, then you can launch it to your network. I call it your list of 5. Now, let me backtrack and tell you exactly what your system has to look like. It's so simple, and I complicated it for so many years. Y'all, for 8 years, I struggled with this because I didn't know then what I know now. I had to teach myself. I didn't go to business school. Like, I was an educator for 18 years. We are trained to give things away. If Miss Jeffries Evans, if she came to my classroom or sent a kid to my classroom and said, ask Miss Tessino for some staples, I'm not going to invoice her. I'm going to literally go in the closet, give her my whole box of staples, and just give it to her. We are trained as educators to give things away because that's the only way we can survive. We didn't make enough money to have a surplus of anything, so we shared. Well, that's not how it works in business. You have to literally create a space where you can provide value for someone and sell it. And it took me a long time to learn that it's okay. It's okay to sell it. I just didn't know. And I wouldn't let myself, right? I had to untrain my brain from a lot of things that I learned when I was an educator. Selling was one of them because if we were on the playground and a fellow teacher asked me, well, how do you get little Johnny to be still in class? He's never, sharing is caring. That's right, Miss Jeffries. That's right, Ballet. Sharing is caring. If she say, well, how did you get little Johnny to sit still in class? I'm not going to invoice her for a coaching session. I'm going to tell her exactly what I did because I want Johnny to make it and I want my fellow coworker to make it too. That's not how it works in business. Yes, you will have spaces where you need to share and give things away. That's called a freebie. That's a lead generation offer. We won't get into the specifics of that tonight. What is my point? My point is once you have these three things, your clear solution, your product that you can present as an offer, and a simple system to sell it, then you can present it to your list of 5. And we will talk about that list of 5 in the challenge. But I'm going to backtrack again, and I'm going to tell you exactly what your simple system looks like. Y'all, it's so easy. It's so easy, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Your simple, sellable system, it needs to do 3 things and 3 things only. It needs to present your offer, and the messaging has to be what your audience is talking about. Don't say, welcome to my blank guidebook. It's so awesome and amazing. I spent 1,000 hours on it. I'm so proud of it. It's my first product. They're going to click off your website. They're going to click off your landing page. They're going to click off. You need to say, here is a way for you to blank, period. Say what the audience wants. Say what the audience desires. Say what the audience needs in terms of, it's going to be three ways people spend money. Here they are. You ready for it? This is going to save your business. It's going to make you a lot of money. There are 3 ways people take out their wallet and put that small little credit card number in the computer and give you their money. They either need to solve a problem, they need to achieve a goal, or get to their happy place. If you can't show them that they can do one or all 3 of those things, they're going to find somebody who can help them. And why can't it be you? It may as well be you, since you could have been rich. So your clear solution is right there. And your clear solution is what they want to do. Your clear solution needs to be what your audience wants. And I know that it is your baby, and I know that the Lord gave it to you, and I know it's the passion that you have in life. That's great. I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad for that. I'm so happy for you in that area. But you need to create something your audience wants if you want to start making money as a creator. Okay? Solve their problem. Help them achieve their goal. Get them to their happy place. They're going to be begging you to give them their money. So your simple system to sell your offer, it needs to be a system where you can present the solution, get paid for it. In other words, have a place where they can give you their money, put their credit card in, and it also needs to deliver the offer. And it would be best if you can get the offer delivered automated. You don't want to be scrambling and sending emails out to everybody every 5 days or once a day. It needs to be automated. Why does it need to be automated? It needs to be as automated as possible, because while that's happening, while that simple rinse and repeat system is going on, you have time to go and tell more people about your clear solution and then send them to the simple system where you're going to sell it. And that's all you need. Let me just say this to you because it's going to bless you. I spent 8 years struggling, trying to figure out how to make this work. So this is what I did. First of all, I wasn't clear on my solution. I was trying to help everybody do everything. So that was off right there. And then when that wasn't working, I thought, well, maybe I need to get a better camera. Maybe I need to get a better desk. I went on a spending spree because I thought if I just threw money at it, it was going to automatically turn that into sales for me. So I bought a standing desk, not the kind you have to pump, the kind where you just press the button. I could have made so much money instead of spending money on that. I bought a Canon camera I did not know how to use. I bought a DJI camera. I bought every camera you could possibly imagine. I bought it because I thought, well, maybe I'm just not looking good on camera. That wasn't it at all. I had a messaging problem, right? I wasn't clear on my solution. I didn't have a quick sellable offer that I can just grow from. Right? And I didn't have a simple system to sell it. I had the most sophisticated system you can ever possibly imagine. Now, does all of those things serve me well now? Yes, I need those things now because I'm scaling and because I'm growing and because I'm building. So I need a better camera now. I need a standing desk now because I'm standing right now. Right? If I wanted to sit down, I could just press a button and the desk will automatically go to its desired position. Point I'm making is this. As I grew, I needed the things. As you grow, you will need more things to sustain what you are building. But here's when things changed around for me. After 8 years of suffering, after 8 years of not having it figured out, what I did was I said, Lord, I need answers. I don't understand. I'm giving everything I got. I bought all the things, and God literally took me to business school. He gave me what I'm sharing with you right now. It came from pieces here, pieces there, piecing it together. And some of the things that I could not find online as a solution that I'm sharing with you right now, God gave it to me. He gave me the BMW. Not like the car you drive. My best friend drives a BMW. It is a nice car. But not the BMW, the vehicle. BMW, that stands for Business Model Workflow. It is a rinse and repeat system that you are going to learn to do in the challenge, that once you get your solution, your clear solution, and your digital product and your simple system to sell it, once you get that in place, we'll do that in the challenge. I promise you, you're going to walk away with the product. Because I'm going to give you a fill in the blank template to fill in your area of expertise so you can get it done quickly, right? Because you need to make money online now. You ready to quit your job now. We're going to get you there. Okay. So what am I saying? Once you do that, once you get those 3 in place, in the challenge, I'm going to talk about how to drive that BMW. Again, not the vehicle. The BMW is a business model workflow where you rinse and repeat 4 paths every day. So once you have your clear solution and your product that we're going to create in the challenge and the system, you'll have your system already ready to go too. In the challenge, we're going to do that in one day with a one-stop shop platform where you can present your offer, get paid for it, and deliver it all automated, like automated. That's where you want to be. Why? Because you're still working your 9 to 5. Because you got to cook dinner for your family. Because the laundry still have to be done. Because you got to go to church. Because you got to spend some time getting your hair done. You have to create a way to start making money now, because you don't have the luxury of being a full-time creator yet. And even if you do, if you're not doing it this way, the simple rinse and repeat way, it's going to take you much longer to grow and scale. I'm telling you, this is the way, because it worked for me. It worked for me. 95% of the people who pay me money or have paid me money, they found me talking about my perfect fit platform. They found me talking about my offer on my perfect fit platform. 95% of the people that pay me money, they found me on YouTube. People who are in my challenge right now found me on YouTube. People who are in my Cura Circle found me on YouTube. And what was I doing there? I was speaking their language. I was talking about what they can do. I was talking about what is possible. But here's the thing. It didn't work until I stopped and created that offer. I had to stop and create it and then present it. Okay. So I did it all the wrong ways. That's why I can tell you, use me. Use my 8 years of trauma for your advantage. So in the Cura Circle, I want to talk about that BMW real quick before we wrap up. The business model workflow, there are 4 paths. So again, once you get your clear solution, and then you get that product created in the challenge, and then you create that simple system to sell it every day on your perfect fit platform, whether that be social media, YouTube, podcast, newsletter. If you don't like being in front of the camera, you can make millions from a newsletter. Millions. People are doing it. I promise you, they're doing it. They're doing it. People are out there making money. And they don't even have the integrity that you have. Like, you're not just doing this because you want to make a lot of money and get off your job. This is a part of the purpose that God created you for. God, this is your assignment. You are called to people to help them. You know it, and you feel it in the belly, in the bottom of your belly, in the core of your soul, that you are meant to help people. Why not monetize it? Why not? Why not? Here is how. In the challenge, I'm going to teach you how to get in that BMW, that business model workflow. And you're going to do 4 things. So you're going to rinse and repeat these 4 paths. And I promise you it will work. How do I know? Because it worked for me. Because God gave it to me and shared with me. Vroom, vroom. Yes, Kristen, let's go. And let me just thank Kristen for being my wing woman tonight. She is also inside the Cura Circle, making it happen with her relationship tips, helping people love God and live well. Check her out. Check her brand out. It will amaze you what she's able to do. What I'm saying to you is this. Yes, Elle, I got to preach it, because we are taking over. Small creators, we are taking over. We're going to make millions of dollars where people who have millions of followers aren't making any money at all, because we're putting this simple rinse and repeat system in place that I know is going to work for you. So you can get off the 9 to 5 job that you hate, so you can start walking in the purpose that God gave you. Because here's the thing. You can work your job and you can make money to pay your bills, and as you should. And I'm never getting ready to tell you to quit tomorrow. Please don't quit your job tomorrow. Please don't quit your job. Keep your job. But what I'm giving you is something that you can do that's simple and easy to implement while you work your job, so that you can start making money while you are living your life, while you are growing your family. This is the small creators takeover, friend. This is the small creators takeover. So in this BMW, you're going to do 4 things. You're going to rinse and repeat these 4 things. You're going to educate your audience. That's path number one. You're going to provide them a lead, something really simple to lean them into what you have to offer. Provide it for them and make sure it's a good small win. Okay. Then you're going to sell. Once you give them that freebie, it's called, some people call it freebie in the industry, or it's a lead generation offer is what it is. Once you provide that, you're going to sell them that workbook or guidebook that we're going to create in the challenge. And then for the very most important one of the rinse and repeat, BMW pathway and that support. And I'm going to say this to you, and you're going to hear me say it in the challenge as well because it's important. Please don't wait until they buy something from you to provide support. You need to provide support every step of the path, along every part of the path before they even get your freebie. Serve and serve well. And I promise you, God is going to give you the increase. So here's what I want to say to you. Yes, you're going to do the BMW. You're going to drive that BMW all the way to the bank. Yes, it's important and you do that and you rinse and repeat that 2 or 3 times a week, every day, if or as possible or as needed. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get closer to the camera and I'm going to tell you it's because I love you. Do not, is this on? Do not do any of the BMW until you have a clear solution, until you have a small digital product that you can sell and a simple system to sell it. Because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot if you try to do this just going for followers. You don't need followers yet. I promise you. You need these 3 things that I'm telling you about tonight. And if you get them, when you get them in the challenge, Chris is going to put the challenge in the link in the comments so that you can go ahead and grab your spot. Once you have the 3 things that I'm telling you tonight, then you're going to educate, lead, sell, support. Educate, lead, sell, support. Rinse and repeat that. Educate your audience, lead them, lean them into what you have to offer in your ecosystem. Sell them that $27, $49 product that we created in the challenge. Provide support. And you provide support, remember, all throughout, in between. You're going to provide the support for it. Now, and I know you're thinking, well, Angela, how am I going to make millions? How am I going to be able to get off my job with the $27 product? Here's why. Because there is proof. I have proof that someone made $500,000 on a $27 product. Why? Because that many people needed the solution. Why did it work for them and not for others? Because they mastered the messaging and the conversations that they have with the people that were already looking for what they bought anyway. Can I just say this to you? Can I just say this to you? And I'm going to say this because it's just the truth and you need to know it. You need to hear it. If you're not willing to create a small product that your audience is already looking for, it will not work. Oh, I've got to put this on yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Jamila. The little oil challenge helped me too. Yes, ma'am. Because the system is the solution. The system is the solution. I promise you. And if you are willing to get your solution very clear once and for all, turn that into a product, a small product, and create that one platform that we're going to create in the challenge. Once you have that, all you have to do is be consistent with sharing your story, your experiences, and your skills that surrounds what your audience is already looking for. I'm telling you right now, if you're not willing to create what your audience is already looking for, you will eventually become very wealthy and you will eventually have all your million followers because you're not going to give up. I know you're not. But if you want to make money right now, if you fit the criteria of a person who needs to make money right now, while you're on the come up, while you're still working your 9-to-5 job, while you're just figuring it all out and you don't have any systems in place yet, this is the most simple and fastest way to get started. These 3 things, there they are. There they are. So that is why I created the challenge, because I know that there are women out there that was just like me. The only difference is you don't have to wait 8 years like I did. All you have to do is get in the challenge, Day 1, we talk about how to think like a six-figure creator. Day 2, we literally create the product. We create the offer. Day 3, we create the system, the one-stop shop, all-in-one system to sell it and deliver it. Day 4, I teach you the BMW, what to do on a daily basis. And then day 5, you capture. You go out there with your list of 5 and you get started. And you have to be consistent and willing to do that. Talk about that offer in the context of what your audience is facing. Say what they're saying, talk about what they're talking about, and they're going to buy it from you. So, for just $97 is all you need to pay to join the challenge. Bet on you. Give yourself a fighting chance. And I know that you've bought programs before. I know that you invested a whole lot more money and didn't get much of a result before. I know. But look at Jamila on the screen. The Little Oil Challenge helped me too. Here is why I know it would work for you, because all you are missing is a way to package what's in your head. The system is the solution. And all I'm giving you in the challenge is a system. And all you have to do is work your system. Sis, that's all you're missing. You're already smart enough. You already know enough. You don't need any equipment. Please don't buy any more equipment. Please don't buy any more equipment. You can do what I'm going to share in the challenge with your phone. Your phone, the whole system can be ran from your phone. And I want you to make it. I want you to do this because I know you can. So here's what you're going to do. In the challenge, once you join it, I'm going to share with you one more thing, and then we're going to wrap up. In the challenge, once you join, I'm going to share with you exactly what you're going to see. You're going to go inside of the Cura Circle. Here is the Cura Circle right here. And see on the left, you see the challenge. Here's your challenge space. You're going to have your welcome. It's already ready for you, ready to go. You're going to have your welcome. Here's your challenge map and your schedule. Here is your readiness checklist. Make sure you walk through the checklist to make sure that you are ready to go. And then the only thing you have left is your check-in. From there, I got it from there. All you have to do is show up. And if you want a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing on every day of the challenge, just click on challenge content. And here is day 1. Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's all there for you. All you have to do is log on to the live sessions and then follow everything that I tell you in the sessions. What else are you going to get with your challenge registration? You are going to get the workbook. Every day comes with a workbook. And so with your workbook, you're going to have everything that I'm teaching and everything you need to do. Fill in the blank, fill in the blank, fill in the blank. I'm serious when I tell you you're going to have the system you need. I'm serious when I tell you that. You got this. Why? Because you got me. Because you got me, baby. That's why. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I want to go back to this screen. And I want to tell you this one last time that you have an opportunity to give yourself a fighting chance with this 5-day Little Oil Challenge. And you're going to walk away with everything that you need to start making money. Just work the system, like Kristen said. Work the system. Thank you so much to Kristen for being here and being my wing woman on the Small Creators Takeover Tour. It means everything to me that she's here with me. I could not do this without you, Kristen, so thank you. Check Kristen out at Relationship Tips. Kristen, you can please put your link to your YouTube channel inside of the comment so people can access what you have to offer, because what she offers is going to give you the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding of how to manage and how to flow through what God is getting ready to do for you, because you're on the come up. You are on the come up. I'm telling you. Why do I know that? Because you're here. I know you're on the come up because you are here. Make sure you meet us again tomorrow night for day 3 of the Small Creators Takeover Tour, because tomorrow night I'm talking about your knowledge is enough and how to sell what you know. In other words, now that you know you need to have a clear solution, a digital product, and a simple system to sell it. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk about, okay, how do I hone in what that product should look like? Because guess what? Your knowledge is enough. You're going to sell what you know. Because somebody just typed that in the chat for me. Tomorrow night, day 3 of the tour, sell what you know. Sell what you know. There are people out there that are waiting for it. They're waiting on you. You just need the system to do it. So sell. Yes, thank you, Relationship Tips with Kristen. Day 3, how to sell what you know. I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of the Small Creators Takeover Tour. The Small Creators taking over. Bye for now.